This is the 2021 candidate for governor of Virginia. My name is Merle Rutledge, and I can say this is a great morning. Once again, I'd like to start this thing off like I normally do. God is good all the time. Once again, I repeat that. God is good all the time. Now, I got that out the way. Now, it's probably going to be a bad day for Amanda Chase after a nice little photo op. Once again, resharing her picture with Black Lives Matter, with Antifa and the rest of them, of a photo op July 4th, right in front of the state capitol, where they had to even take down the American flag, which has caused a lot of beef with a lot of people all across this country because we never take down our American flag for nobody. But obviously, that's Northam's little plan, and I guess that's just the way he does business. Now, as far as I'm concerned, in regards to this whole matter, this is disgusting. Now, let me get to the point. Now, Sherry Madri, don't know who she is, responds to Amanda Chase. And this is going to be interesting. Do a debate, Amanda, with Mr. Rutledge so this negativity can be done and over with. It is never a good idea for candidates to sling mud at each other, only takes away from the real issues we are facing today. Trolls and haters are always going to be just that. Stick to the issues, ignore the trash. Responding to trash does your platform no good. The best advice is to stay away from Black Lives Matter. It is unfortunate that the platform they stand for is Marxist. I do not believe that every protester believes in that platform, but that is what they have aligned themselves with. Good luck. Keep this an honest campaign, and you should have no issue. Listen to the people. Okay, now what that clearly stated, she's like, I agree, there needs to be a debate between you two to get it out the way because this is exactly what I want to see. This is a private citizen. This is her response, Senator Amanda Chase. Sherry Madri, I will never debate a Facebook troll. He's not a serious candidate and shouldn't be treated as such. When a supposed candidate for office doesn't allow discussion on their page and doesn't allow dissenting opinion, they're not a real candidate. He's nothing more than a Facebook troll and should be treated as such. Okay. Now to continue, Senator Amanda Chase from Sherry Madri. Sounds like a good plan to me. Then she says, Merle Rutledge calls me out, Senator Amanda Chase. Merle Rutledge, stop your trolling. Hold on for a second. Okay, I had to wait until whatever decided to move along, the lawnmower or whatever the people are. Alright, it says stop trolling, this is your final warning. So she's trying to block me for me telling her the truth and telling everybody about her, which everybody else is now finding out about her. Now, Charlene Alexander Thompson, somebody else who I don't know, gets out a classy response without me having to get involved. Senator Amanda Chase, you can't block anyone from the page, Senator. If you do, you will be reported to the ACLU. You cannot block someone for criticizing you as they are granted their First Amendment rights. Don't forget about that one as you fight so hard for the second. And then gets a website link reminding the senator that you cannot just do whatever you please because you don't like what somebody has to say. All while the senator just said prior that Merle Rutledge is against opinion on his page, and my page is always allowed for opinion. My page probably allows for the most raw, real, whatever controversial opinions ever heard of from any supporter or any critic. And so that one doesn't make sense. And trust me, I can handle my own critics. I can handle my own trolls. And everybody knows I got a 3-word phrase for most of them. And I'm not going to change that for nobody. So I don't understand that one. So then at the same time frame, I got to respond. First off, I don't negotiate with terrorists. I don't have to negotiate with BLM. Don't have to negotiate with Antifa. Don't have to negotiate with any criminal. That's not my job. That's Amanda Chase's job. Now, let's get to the point, people. When you get to the point as an elected official and you are so bothered by people telling the truth, not somebody lying about you, somebody telling facts that are out there, that you even admit that you was wrong, and then even then you still try to go back and have another scandal to deflect from whatever scandal was before, and then you tend to keep putting your foot right there in your mouth. Now, the other thing is, one of her stupid campaign supporters and staffers, I assume, then wants to say, in the paraphrase, that unless you have a whole bunch of campaign donations, unless you are a part of the swamp, you should not have no say-so in who your public leaders are. That absolutely goes against everything that every single American or soldier has fought for throughout time. So, hold on. I gotta make sure I don't have somebody doing a lawnmower continuously back and forth. And it's surprising that it's being done while I'm doing a Facebook Live. And I'm trying to really be nice about it. But anyway, getting back to the point. Alright, getting back to the point. Merle Rutledge isn't worried about certain things. He's not thin-skinned. He's not going to get himself all hot and bothered because somebody decides to say something that I don't agree with. And realistically, you can't hide truth. There's a difference. It's not a personal insult for somebody to really tell you about you. You know, that's just what it is. And you're so mad because you know if this is a problem for you and it's a problem for the voters and it's based off of everything you did, Senator Amanda Chase, then you may have to think about whether you cut out for this. Because when you're running for governor of Virginia, it doesn't matter whether it's a Democrat, it doesn't matter whether it's a private citizen or another fellow colleague where you work at in the swamp, they are allowed to say they don't like you. They're allowed to say why they don't like you. Now, each time frame seems like somebody says something to you, you consider it a threat. You even said a fellow colleague in Richmond threatened you, and that wasn't even a threat. It was just the fact he didn't like you. He didn't like what you stood for. And you're still doing it. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to say, who's the serious candidate? Now, mind you, about a thing, Amanda Chase, this kind of lets you know you're not humble. You're not really concerned about people. You only care and look at them as one, votes, but the money matters more than the vote. And you're still trying to cover up for your own bullcrap. That's just what it boils down to. Your voters and supporters are turning on you because the very same groups that you're taking pictures with was responsible for killing a federal police officer, destroying cities, burning down America, and still are not getting that they're responsible and accountable for this. And you, on the other hand, has shown that you can legitimize terrorists long as you think it's okay for you to have extra support in your campaign. And you trashed them a few days ago, and then all of a sudden they're best friends. And then at the same time frame, you're now still avoiding your own quote-unquote new friends, and you're also avoiding Shenandoah Valley and all the different Republicans out there that's questioning your fitness for office, questioning your judgment. This doesn't have nothing to do with the fact of me and your beef. This has everything to do with the fact that more than Merle Rutledge is saying this, You're just having a problem with it because you still don't understand and get it that everybody's trying to tell you what these groups have done to America, and you should know it better than most. Just saying, y'all have access to a lot of information and briefings, and you should have known better. Period. You should have known better. The one guy you standing with attacked the Trump supporter just because he wore a shirt. And when I even questioned the dude and said, did he do anything else except for wear a mega shirt? He said no. He was wearing a KKK shirt around Black Lives Matter, around the Lee statue or whatever. So that's why I made it clear he wasn't welcome. I said, I definitely ain't dealing with y'all like that. Because I don't care what shirt you wear, but you're not going to go from one destroying statues and then telling people how to dress. That's be factual. And Chase, don't say you didn't know about the video because the guys on the video is saying they had the video at that time period, and looks and appears that everybody who watched the Facebook Live would have known he had the videos of those interactions that they was claiming back and forth was a certain way. You should have watched those videos. But that ain't my problem because you claim to have these new friends. Now, to say the least, Chase, a private citizen and many others have called for you for a debate. You just showed you can't handle it. And what you'll do is just basically say, well, because what I think my opinion of what a serious candidate is, I'm like, that's your opinion. But the problem with that part, you're also adding on the fact from your supporters or whatever is about campaign donations. So basically the people don't have a voice unless they pay you money for having a voice. That means you won't consider them unless they have your requirement to even have any say so in how government is ran or even have an opinion. That's what you're saying to a bunch of Democrats. That's what you're saying to a bunch of Republicans and independents. You think any of them wants to deal with you after that? No. They are basically going to say to you, even in a general election, that you feel that you're too uppity, stuck up, and more in order for ordinary citizens to have a voice in their capital, in their lawmakers in Richmond, in D.C. You basically just said your vote don't matter unless your money matters. Think about it, Chase. This is how you want to be viewed by people in your own opinion, not being taken serious as voters because they don't agree with you, they don't give you money. That's embarrassing. I mean, seriously, just to even admit that. Most politicians will at least keep that one to themselves. But to say the least, it's a shame that we still have career politicians that think like this. And they claim to be ready to be governor of Virginia, entire Virginia, not just their side of Virginia or what part of Virginia, but this is Virginia as a whole. And you're saying to voters, I don't take you serious unless you meet these conditions. And you're saying this during a pandemic, quote unquote, and a crisis. That you're saying that all of y'all who has been hurt by all of this shouldn't be taken serious either. That I am the politician that should be taken serious because I meet this criteria that has nothing to do with governing. Hey, it has everything to say you're good at fundraising. I don't know how you want to be taken as a governor's candidate, but I damn sure don't want to be taken that way. If I feel like my voters only matter if they have money, only matter if they agree with me, only matter if it's completely convenient, and then just like she did with Black Lives Matter. At first they was the friends. There was another wishy-washy and flip-flop. Then she puts up a post, I don't even want to deal with that organization and stuff like that. But you were just friends with them. So which one is it? And then you asked to share a very post that I don't think you should have ever shared again. You should have just let sleeping dogs lie. And instead, you want to ask public for their opinion, the public for their opinion of your photo op. and you didn't like how the public opinion was, so then you get mad at everybody because they don't like you, or they're saying at this time frame, I no longer can support you because you're taking pictures and legitimizing the very people that has America in fear from your rallies. And I'm not just talking about Black Lives Matter or Antifa, but the fact of the matter is you want to claim this was a good thing for all people to come together, and come to find out the Black Lives Matter people in general don't even associate with some of the people on that camera. So it wasn't Black Lives Matter. And Black Lives Matter was really at that rally, giving all those people or groups that was at the rally and their beliefs. It would have never even been a rally, or as soon as it started, it would have been some problem. You think if they was destroying Richmond, they would allow that rally to go on? They didn't know what was going on. They wasn't invited. She found some random people, and some random people found out about it. And by the time frame, Senator Chase was gone because nobody knew this was going on except for who her campaign personally selected to be there. Let's be honest, people ain't real like they talk about. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think I have said enough. Amanda Chase, this is just you. You know what I'm saying? You're mad at everybody, but still won't look at yourself as the person of responsibility. No other sitting senator, swamp, whatever it may be, would have ever done exactly what you did, because you would have seen it done by now. And what that shows you is you are basically making a mockery of the whole Republican Party at your expense. And you're trying to take Republicans down with you. And nobody's really going down with you except for yourself. And you see that right now as people repeatedly let you know they are no longer supporting you. They no longer working with you. They no longer... That ain't my problem. You did it. So, you have yourself a wonderful day, Amanda Chase. I wish you well, but realistically, you ain't made for this. This is Merle Rutledge, the 2021 candidate for governor of Virginia, signing off, and y'all have a wonderful day.